Have you ever arrived in a brand new city and, well, despite all your research, still felt like you just missed the secret memo on how things really work?
Oh, yeah, that feeling. Like you're an outsider trying to decode all the invisible signals, the ones that instantly tell a local from a visitor.
Exactly. We've all been there, haven't we? Fumbling with the transport, maybe standing in the wrong spot at completely the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, today, we're taking a really fascinating journey into exactly that. The unwritten rules of London.
Ah, London, okay.
Yeah, we're talking about those unspoken social compacts, the unique rhythms, the charming quirks that nearly 9 million people use every single day to navigate those famously winding, densely packed streets.
Right, and our guide for this has been some great excerpts from The Do's and Don'ts That Every Londoner Knows London Trip Ideas Viator. It really digs into the details of living like a local.
It does.
So our mission for you in this deep dive is basically to unlock those aha moments,
Hmm.
about local culture, to help you understand the city on a deeper level.
Yeah, move beyond just visiting.
Exactly. To move through London with the kind of, I guess, aplomb, the effortless understanding a real Londoner has, consider this your shortcut to figuring out London's unique codes. They're subtle, often, but they're definitely deeply ingrained.
Seeing behind the postcards into the city's soul.
That's the idea.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Because Londoners, it turns out, have some incredibly strong opinions, even if unspoken, about how you behave in public.
Oh, definitely.
And the first one, maybe the most universally understood and strictly enforced rule in the whole city, it's about the tube escalators.
Ah, yes. The escalators.
Now, I always heard Londoners are generally quite reserved,
No.
right? But I understand there's this one specific public space where all that reserve just evaporates. If you break one specific rule, what's that about?
You've hit the nail right on the head. Londoners are generally polite, keep themselves to themselves mostly, but when it comes to escalators in the tube or train stations, any calm can vanish.
Hmm.
Instant. Yeah, the moment someone, often a visitor, let's be honest, decides to stand on the left side, it's like a truly sacrosanct code, almost a civic duty.
Right, so right side is for.
Right side is for standing, absolutely. Just comfortably ride it up, check your phone, whatever. But the left, that's the express lane. It's the path for time-pressed commuters, literally power walking up the stairs.
Power stair climbing, I think, was the phrase used.
That's it. And if you get in their way, you're not just being a bit annoying, you're disrupting this vital, unspoken agreement that keeps millions moving every day.
Okay, so consequences.
You'll likely face immediate, serious collective disapproval, or at the very least, you'll be aggressively tutted at. You know, that sharp, disapproving tut sound.
Oh, I know the tut. So it's not just a polite suggestion then. It's basically critical urban infrastructure, a social contract to keep the whole system flowing.
Pretty much. It's this hyper-efficiency, but it's not just about saving seconds. It really speaks to a pragmatic approach to shared space.
Have you ever actually seen someone refuse to move? What happens beyond the tutting? Does it escalate?
Well, outright refusal is rare, thankfully.
Yeah.
The collective glare can be pretty intense. Most people get the message quickly.
I bet.
But that shared understanding, that focus on collective order, everyone knowing their place to keep things moving, it carries right over into another absolute cornerstone of British ritual, the queue.
Ah, the queue, of course.
Yeah.
Brits have this almost infamous love for it, don't they? And the source material makes it really clear. Londoners don't just tolerate queues, they value them. And they protect them fiercely.
Indeed. Queuing isn't just a preference in London. It's deeply ingrained, a cultural expectation. It's a silent agreement about fairness and patience.
And it applies everywhere.
Everywhere, lining up outside that hot new restaurant, waiting for a bus, buying groceries, train tickets. It's polite. No, it's imperative to patiently wait your turn.
Right.
Londoners simply do not tolerate queue jumpers. It's seen as like a breach of trust, an assault on the social order.
Even in pubs,
Yeah.
where there isn't always a clear line.
Even in pubs, you still need to mentally clock who was there before you and wait your turn at the bar. It really highlights this fundamental agreement about fairness that underpins so much, respecting everyone's time and place.
That's fascinating, this invisible structure dictating so much interaction.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving beyond just getting around, let's talk about where Londoners really connect. Unwind. Because it's not just about navigating, it's about socializing, right? Especially in that classic British institution, the pub.
The pub, yes. Central?
Going to the pub isn't just, an occasional thing for Londoners. It's described as an after-work ritual, a bonding exercise for colleagues, friends,
Very much so.
and it comes with its own rules. The most important one, apparently, is ordering drinks in rounds. Tell me about that.
Right, this is really core to the social fabric. When you're out with a group, the expectation is everyone takes a turn buying a round of drinks for the whole table.
Okay.
It's a lovely custom,
Yeah.
actually. The idea is if someone's buying your drink now, you definitely shouldn't just vanish right before it's your turn to buy the next one.
Reciprocity.
Exactly. It builds trust, community. It's not about settling up instantly with Venmo or whatever. It's about reciprocating in kind throughout the evening. It really solidifies those bonds, shows you're part of the group.
That's such an interesting contrast to how things often work now. Splitting bills instantly. It's less precise accounting, more shared experience.
Definitely.
But what if you're, say, a visitor, or you only want one drink, or maybe you don't drink alcohol? Is there any wiggle room, or are you basically locked into rounds once you accept that first drink?
That's a fair question. And yeah, there's nuance. The round system is the norm, but it's totally okay to politely say, oh, I'm just having the one tonight, so I'll get this. Or I can only stay for a quick one. I'll get my own thanks.
Let's just be upfront.
Exactly. Honesty is usually appreciated. The key is communication, not just disappearing. It's about respecting the custom, even if you can't fully join in every single round.
Makes sense. Right, let's pivot completely. Something practical, but still crucial for fitting in. Maybe less etiquette, more preparedness, the weather.
British weather talk. Essential.
You know, I always hear the stereotype. London, endless rain. But the data actually suggests New York gets more inches of rain per year. So is the whole bring an umbrella thing just like a myth?
It's absolutely not a myth. Despite the stats, which are true, it's fascinating, isn't it?
It is.
Even though London isn't perhaps as relentlessly wet as people imagine, the umbrella is still vital. Because of London's oceanic climate, those unpredictable Atlantic fronts sweeping in,
Yeah.
you just have to be prepared
It's a sudden shower.
for a sudden spot of rain. Yeah, or that mizzle, that really fine, misty rain. Londoners just embody this readiness, this adaptability. So you do what they do. Tuck a travel-sized brolly in your bag.
Always prepared.
Always. And if the forecast looks really grim, honestly, investing in some Welly's proper rubber boots isn't the worst idea. It's not about constant downpours. It's just about being ready for whatever the sky decides to do.
Right. It's less the quantity, more the unpredictability. A sartorial agility, as you said. Okay. But then, flip side. What happens when the sun does break through? Because I hear that's a whole different kind of event.
Oh, when the sun comes out in London, it's basically a special occasion, a citywide celebration.
Ah, really?
Seriously. After weeks bundled up under gray skies, Londoners know exactly what to do. They strip down, shorts, sandals, t-shirts, often in outfits described as, well, unseasonable.
Even if it's still technically chilly.
Oh, yeah. Then they head straight to the nearest pub beer garden. Never mind, it might get freezing again the moment the sun dips. Nothing beats that pure, simple joy of feeling sun on bare skin after weeks covered up.
That's brilliant.
It's a fantastic example of that local resilience, seizing the moment. It's this little slice of London joy, and it's totally contagious. People are just radiating happiness for a few hours of sun.
I love that image. A collective spontaneous cheerfulness.
Yeah.
Shows a kind of gritty optimism, maybe?
You think so, yeah.
Okay, so you've mastered the social cues, pub etiquette, the weather. How do you actually experience London like a local beyond the big landmarks?
Right, getting into the real city.
First up, I'm told, don't forget your walking shoes. Seems obvious, but London, despite its size, is apparently exceptionally pedestrian-friendly, especially now.
Absolutely. And even more so post-COVID, with more streets pedestrianized for sustainability and just, well, more open space.
So why is walking so key?
Exploring on foot is, hands down, the best way to get a real feel for the city's layers. You see how different neighborhoods just sort of blend into each other. You can properly people watch, soak up the energy.
See the history.
Exactly. Admire all those centuries of history revealing themselves. Roman walls next to Georgian houses, next to glass skyscrapers, hidden little alleyways. So the advice is clear.
Yeah.
Skip the heels unless you're going door to door and bring shoes that can handle miles.
It's about immersion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Discovering things you'd miss otherwise.
Totally. Stumbling upon charming cafes, unexpected street art, tiny independent shops. You just don't see that from a bus window.
Makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Feel the pavement under your feet.
Yeah.
And while you're walking, apparently you might be genuinely surprised by how green London is. It's not all concrete jungle.
Not at all. If we connect this to the bigger picture, London's actually celebrated as one of the greenest major cities in the world for its size.
Really?
Yeah, it was even named the first ever national park city back in 2019. Quite something for a huge metropolis.
Wow. So what kind of green spaces are we talking?
An incredible amount. Beyond famous spots like Kew Gardens, you've got the 8 royal parks, think Richmond Park with its deer, Hyde Park, Regent's Park,
Big names.
right? But also amazing, maybe less touristy spots. Hampstead Heath, sprawling, wild, amazing views. Epping Forest, ancient woodland, Holland Park, Victoria Park. Loads of vibrant community hubs.
So Londoners really use these spaces.
Definitely. It reinforces that London isn't just concrete. There's loads of tranquility, natural escapes right there in the city. Locals cherish them for picnics, walks, just a moment of peace.
That's a revelation for many, I think. And speaking of not just sticking to the obvious, many visitors just stay in central London, right? Zone 1. But there's more beyond that.
Oh, absolutely. London's transport is zoned in concentric circles, and Zone 1 has tons of landmarks. Sure, Tower of London, Buckingham Palace.
The postcard stuff.
Yeah, but venturing further out, that's where you really start to live like a local.
What do you find out there?
You find authentic neighborhoods, bustling with everyday life, blissfully calm parks, tourists' mess, green walking trails along canals, through woods, interesting cultural spots that go deeper into London's diverse heritage.
And food. Shops.
Yeah. Cozy, independent restaurants, quaint shopping streets with unique boutiques, local markets showing off the city's incredible international food scene. It encourages a deeper, more authentic experience. Less touristy.
Right, getting away from the crowds.
Exactly. Maybe explore Shoreditch's street art in Zone 2, or the leafy streets and bookshops of Hampstead in Zone 23, places that feel like a different world from the West End.
That sounds like the real key to unlocking the London locals know. Okay, finally, let's talk about winding down and eating.
Nightlife and food, got it.
So if New York never sleeps, London, it seems, likes its sleep. The source says London can be amusingly old-fashioned about bedtime. Restaurants stop serving food around 10 p.m., pubs close at 11.
Yeah, it definitely highlights a distinct rhythm compared to other big global cities. London's nightlife exists, for sure, but it operates on a, let's say, slightly different clock.
And transport at night, less robust.
Efforts have been made with the night tube, but yeah, generally less frequent. The night bus is still the main way home for many after hours, and falling asleep on it, it's practically a rite of passage for Londoners.
I've heard stories.
But the warning is clear. It's only a fun story if you wanted to end up at the last stop. If you think you might nod off, maybe after a few too many, probably wise to just grab a taxi.
Save yourself the long, unexpected detour.
Exactly. It's a practical tip, but it also reveals that slightly earlier tempo London operates on.
A very practical tip. Okay, last, don't. We need to tackle a really long-standing stereotype, maybe an outdated one, English feed.
Ah, yes. The old jokes.
Because I think many people still cling to that idea, bland, boring.
You're right to bring it up. And what's fascinating is those jokes, according to the source, they're about 30 years out of date. Minimum.
Really? So what's the reality now?
London's restaurant and bar scene has just exploded. It's incredibly dynamic. Numerous Michelin stars, world's best list and nods. The city's a proper culinary melting pot.
So lots of international options.
Amazing international offerings reflecting the city's diversity, fantastic Indian, Nigerian, Thai, you name it, world-class fine dining too. But also, traditional English food is absolutely worth seeking out now.
Like where? What kind of places?
Storied spots like St. John, famous for nose-to-tail cooking, Wishell Canteen, the Marksman, Lyle's, places focusing on fantastic seasonal British ingredients. Done really well.
And afternoon tea. Still a thing.
Oh, definitely still a do-not-miss experience. It all challenges those old assumptions, opens up this whole world of food, reflecting modern London's diversity and innovative spirit.
That's a fantastic note to end on. Shattering an old myth, celebrating the modern vibe. This whole deep dive into London's unwritten rules has been brilliant. A real shortcut to understanding the city, right?
Yeah, those intricate rhythms, the social compacts that make it all tick.
And these insights, they can genuinely make your experience richer, more authentic, help you move beyond just being a visitor.
Exactly. And if we connect it back to the bigger picture, these aren't just random quirks or polite suggestions. They're like the threads of London's social fabric.
Reflecting its history, its pace.
Yeah, its history, its modern pace, that unique blend of tradition and constant change. Each do and don't gives you a little window into the collective mindset of Londoners. Tells a story about who they are, how they live together.
Which actually raises an important question for you, listening. What unwritten rules exist in your city? Or maybe in places you visit often?
Good question. What do those subtle, often unnoticed behaviors reveal about the people, about the culture of those communities?
Maybe it's how people greet each other,
Yeah.
how they use public transport, even just how they react to the weather, like we talked about.
Exactly. Thinking about those unspoken rules wherever you are can really deepen your understanding of a place.
Absolutely. We really hope these insights might change how you think about or plan a future London trip. Or maybe just give you a new appreciation for local customs, wherever you find yourself.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for those hidden codes.
Until next time, keep exploring those unwritten rules.